Okay, so the fly today that I'm going to be showing you how to tie is the Rainbow Warrior. Pretty easy tie. This would be a good fly for a beginner who's starting to tie flies to tie. It's a relatively easy pattern, and it's a great fly to fish as a drop or even deep nymphing. Okay, so we're going to start out with a size 16. I'm going to tie this on a caddis hook. With a tungsten cyclops bead. You can tie this with a brass bead also, depending on how you're going to fish it. If you're going to deep nymph it, obviously tungsten. If not, if you're going to fish it as a dropper, it'd probably be better off to fish the lighter, like brass type bead. So anyway, we're going to start off size 16 hook with the bead on there. 16-aught red thread. The thread is actually, the color of the thread is what makes the fly, so it absolutely needs to be a red thread. That's going to give you kind of the underlaying color that makes the fly, so don't want to get super carried away. You want to try to keep this fly from not getting too bulked up. The original fly is tied with a brown hackle feather. I'm going to use barred ginger Coq de Leon in its place. So we want this to come all the way down past, just as the hook starts to bend down. That's where we want to stop that at, and then come all the way back forward here. Trim off this excess here. So this fly, using the wide opal tinsel. And you can get away with the wide from pretty much sizes like 10 through 16, and then once you get like 18 and 20ish, you want to probably shoot for like a medium or small tinsel. So we're going to lay this down. All the way down to where we stopped our hackles in the back here. I'll lift this just to get a reference to make sure I'm not leaving any gap between the actual tail fibers and where the body starts, so it doesn't look funny. So we're going to take this large opal tinsel here. We're going to wrap it all the way forward. You want to make sure that you're overlapping half of the wrap behind you as you're coming forward here. Secure this in. And I'm not actually going to cut this off. I'm just going to kind of work it back here with the thread. Get it to where it's straight on the hook here. And about a, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch, maybe a little more. So I'm going to take and use this particular dubbing. This is South Scud Rainbow Blend. This is what goes in the actual original fly pattern, so that's kind of what I'm going to stick with here. We're going to kind of keep it true to its original design. Don't need a ton of this, just a little thin ribbon of dubbing on here. You don't want it too bulked up here. You want to leave just a smidgen of room right behind the bead so you can have that nice red collar that the thread's gonna make. So just kind of get this secured in, pull on it good, pull it back here, wrap in front and behind. Now you're good to cut that off. Last thing we're going to do here is throw a little whip finish in. Little touch of head cement. And the fly is complete.